Hi guys, and welcome back to Hilltop Farm. Today I'm back on the soapbox again. Now, this week I want to talk about local government rules and regulations on keeping animals and livestock. Those of you that are subscribed to Big Family Homestead will probably be aware that about a month, 6 weeks ago, something like that, Brad and Krista got a letter from their local government authority telling them that they had 4 weeks to get rid of their cow and their goats and their chickens and so forth. And most people were sympathetic, but I did notice that the odd person was not sympathetic and making comments about they should have checked with their local ordinances and things before they purchased the property and what have you. And my understanding after listening to Brad is that they did do that, and it was okay at the time. And I don't know if you've actually seen their property. They've recently had a drone, or bought a drone that they've tested, so I've actually seen it from the air. And we're talking about, they look to me like they're about an acre, maybe an acre and a half blocks of land. Now they are all in a row along a road, but it's still very rural. Beyond that there's not much. Looks like farmland to me. I can see no rhyme or reason why they shouldn't be allowed to have those animals. And I truly don't believe that their animals were causing any problems to the neighbours, other than the fact that they probably considered that, or may have considered perhaps, that they were unsightly to look at. I don't believe that one cow could make so much of a nuisance of herself. It's not like they've got a herd or something walking past the bedroom window. It's one cow. And let's face it, if it was in the field behind them as opposed to the block next to them, it would still moo and make noises and, heaven forbid, poop on the ground near the fence. So what can you do? And it's absolutely ridiculous, some of the rules and regulations that these local authorities put in place. Here where we are, we have the most ludicrous bylaws that we have to go by. We can keep as many chickens as we like, as long as they are looked after, in accordance with like RSPCA guidelines and animal cruelty and all that. As long as they're looked after and all tended to and everything's good like that, we can have as many as we like. We can have 200 out there, easy, not a problem. Can you imagine the noise from 200 hens laying an egg in the morning? But we're not allowed to have a rooster. Reason being apparently because of the noise. But when you actually look up on our council bylaws the rules and regulations for keeping of poultry, it says they've got to be housed a certain way and they've got to be fed and watered, and as I say, obviously there are management and cruelty guidelines that they expect you to abide by. Otherwise, it's another problem, because it's either a sanitary thing or you know, you're not treating the animal properly, so that becomes a cruelty issue. So that's fair enough. But the only thing they ban under poultry is a cockerel. Can't have a cockerel. I can have 20 geese. Can you imagine if we had 20 geese here? The noise. We've got the ducks and the drake. And that's not a problem? No, that's fine. Bring it on. But we can't have chicken. Not chicken, sorry. Can't have a cockerel. It's bizarre to me. It's absolutely bizarre. And it's because, and you just know, you know by how ridiculous the ruling is, you know that some bureaucrat sitting behind a desk has written that rule. He knows nothing. I say he, could be a she. He or she knows nothing about poultry. If myself as a homesteader, or any of you homesteaders out there that deal with poultry or have dealt with poultry, were writing bylaws, I mean, we'd just let you have everything, but you know what I mean. If they sort of came to us for advice, I mean, I'd be saying geese long before I mentioned a cockerel. There's all sorts of game birds make terrible noises. Our quail roosters, they make a racket. It's not on the same scale, but they still crow. But all that's fine. You can't have a rooster. What's also interesting is pigs are allowed, but you can't have a goat. Now, pigs are known to be a bit on the nose. If you've got pigs, you really don't want your house downwind of them. Hello, Roland. One of the dogs has come to say hello. What's the matter? You're not going to say hello on the camera? Come on. Come and say hello. Come on. Come on. Oh, I know what you want. How about that? It's your favourite. Okay, everyone, this is Rolly. Can you see him? He's a beautiful boy. He's a beautiful boy. And he likes stealing toilet rolls when we're doing this, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes. Okay, now, where was I? Oh, pigs. Yes, we're allowed to have pigs, and any neighbouring properties that happen to be downwind of it, and you know, that's not an issue. That's perfectly all right for that to be like that. But you can't have a goat. Again, a bureaucrat. A bureaucrat wrote this, obviously. So, I'd be very interested in hearing from other homesteaders as to what bylaws and ordinances you have in your area that you consider to be absolutely ridiculous, and if you could, you'd change them. I mean, we feel so strongly about the cockerel thing. We have actually considered moving, just so that we can just so that we can have one. And then we think, no, that's just being ridiculous. But if anyone out there knows of a way of having a rooster and keeping it quiet, please let me know. Because we would dearly love to have one, but as I say, as soon as anyone was to hear it, and we do have neighbours behind us that are within hearing distance and would certainly complain, don't you steal anything off my table here. He's after the Sharpie now. Is this what you want? Wait. Rolly, you can't, no. Can't have that either. Look, say hello in the camera. Say hello. Yes, if you know of a way of having a rooster and keeping it totally quiet, do let me know. But I don't believe there is any such way. I have Googled it before. But I am interested to see what other ridiculous rules and regulations that other homesteaders are living under, that just don't seem to make sense. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just bureaucrats sitting behind a desk getting paid to do a job they're not qualified to do. That's in my opinion. Certainly what's happening here. So, anyway, put your thinking caps on because we need a rooster. Alright, and I've got my eye on a French Wheaton Moran rooster. Have you seen those? No joke. I mean, roosters, they can be beautiful. But after this video is finished, Google French Wheaton Moran rooster. I mean, the hens are so pretty, but the cockerels, spectacular. That to me is what a rooster should be like. That's what I want. So let me find a way for me to have one. Okay, if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Hello Molly, you back again. It's alright, now I've got Molly here and pestering me. Molly is actually halfway through her pregnancy to Rolly, the other one that was just here. And she's just starting to get a little bit of a pot, aren't you? Aren't you? What? What? Come here. Oh, come on then. See, she wants to say hello. No? You've got a little bit of a pot here, haven't you? Yeah. Okay. So, it's been great having you along again. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. If you, make sure you hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already so you don't miss out on another video. And in the meantime, it's goodbye from Hilltop Farm and Molly. Okay. See ya.